He's a circle.
Are we even gonna talk about why we're all here?
So you guys got the invites too? So that's all of us then.
There's only 9 of us here.
But there used to be 10.
One of you set this up. Maybe blackmail, huh?
We didn't let her in.
Guys, we did nothing wrong, all right? It's all just some bad luck.
Like we...
We really should probably leave.
I know what you did.
We didn't mean for this to happen.
You need to get out. I'm gonna get you.
Hello everyone, tonight's movie we're going to talk about is called I Know What You Did Last Christmas in 2025. It was released on October 28th, 2025, and you can catch it on Amazon. Here's the storyline. Former friends at a remote Christmas reunion face deadly consequences when a hunter targets them over their shared secret, a holiday prank that killed a woman last year. Directed by Gregory William Randolph Jr., written by C.M. Wright. Here's the cast. Lauren Stark as Cassie, Shaylee Reagan as Amber, Connor Horrigan as Nico, Helen Elizabeth Baird as Jules, Alfie Manzer as Sam, Julia Quayle as Lila, Dan Robbins as Trey, Ashley Bedford as Dax, Katrina Todd as Aaron, and Leona Clarke as Millie. Whew. Well, I've been wanting to see this. I saw the trailer a ways back, and I finally got a chance to see it. I love UK horror, and I love Christmas horror. So here's one that there's 2 actresses that I'm familiar with. Lauren Stark, I think that's how the name's pronounced. She was in the Cinderella movie. I thought she was phenomenal in. And Julia Quayle as Lila. Julia, I've got to know from the Leprechaun movie, Nazi Zombies. She has many, many more coming. I think she's a brilliant young actress that I'm impressed with. I'll be doing an interview with her this coming Sunday. Stay tuned for that. So, basically, all these friends were at a Christmas party a year prior. And, let me think here. Millie, Leona Clarke, well, she ends up dead. Now, you don't know exactly what happened until later on in the movie. They start explaining what's going on in the movie. And yes, it's on Amazon, but I don't want to give too much away. I love the Christmas atmosphere. I don't know. This goes back to 1984 with Silent Night, Deadly Night, where you have the Christmas and horror put together. I mean, there's many other horror films from the 80s that had the Christmas theme. But this one, it's different. Now, when I say that, there is an Easter Bunny movie from England that comes about the same style, except it's an Easter Bunny killing the people that something happened a year prior. But this is the first Christmas one that I've seen. And the Easter one is called Easter Bunny Massacre. That's in the UK. So if you guys get a chance, check that one out. That was pretty good as well. So they're all invited to this house, beautiful house, for a get-together, right? But the ironically thing is the guest never shows up. Now, I don't know about you. If I'm getting an invitation and it says something weird, I don't know if I'd go. But then again, it's a movie, okay? So they all end up in his house, and then eventually the power goes out. Each one has a story. Some of them are really weird. Honestly, I didn't catch on who the bad people were. So bravo to you guys, because I was fooled. I had no idea. Who I thought it might have been was not. It was complete opposite. So eventually, Nico and Sam and let's see here, Dax. Dax was kind of weird in the movie, but he's also dealing with, the death. They all were basically, dealing with the death and not saying nothing and lying to the police. So they all had like a rough life for the last year because he felt guilty, but they knew if they tell the truth, they'd be in trouble. So each one has their own way of handling it. Cassie was the one that it affected the most from what I've seen in the movie. It really screwed up her life, and she broke up with her boyfriend because of it. And then, she had nightmares. It's a really cool movie laid out. I enjoy Christmas movies, like I said before. I'm sounding like a broken record. So basically, one by one, they start getting picked off, okay? Some cool kills, candy cane in the back. I'm not going to say too much more than that. And remember, this is a low-budget film, so the special effects ain't going to be no spectacular, it is what it is. It has that 80s throwback feel when it comes to the kills, which I don't mind that. Okay, now I'm talking about early 80s. When budgets were low, you would see a knife go up, or however. But there was some kill scenes in here that you could see. And then once again, I think it's unique is the writer of this movie. I'm pretty sure some of the ideas came from the 80s. I always reflect this back to this one movie, Happy Birthday to Me. I always think about, the weights, being dropped on them. Like the clown in a cornfield had that scene to where, this didn't have that, but it had the weights. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know exactly if that idea might have came from that movie or however, but it was well done. Again, there's unique kills, different kills. And it's a struggle whole way to the very end. And then you find out who the two killers were. Now, I kind of gave it away by saying two, but I'm not going to say who they are. But, yeah, fascinating film, fun film, entertaining. Hey, you can't beat Christmas horror, no matter what the budget is. It's just a fun watch. So, that being said, again, it's on Amazon. You can watch it there, or just look for it. It'll start popping up soon everywhere. But in the meantime, check out the review and have fun. This film an 8 out of 10. Once again, I love the Christmas atmosphere of it. And Christmas is around the corner. Of course, not quite Thanksgiving yet, but it will be this week. But, you can't beat Christmas in horror. That being said, enjoy yourselves. Subscribe. Be a member. Go for it. I'm out of here.